Begin our practice this morning, knees wide, big toes together, folded inside. Let your arms reach out, but then be heavy. Let the arms drape, head drape down to the ground. Open with attention to breath and body here in this 45-minute, all levels practice. Open the mouth, let the breath go on every exhale. Then as you're ready, crawl on up to all fours. Place the hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the line of the hips, and move the spine back and forth for cat and cow. Find a pace that feels good to you. Let it change and open as the body does the same. We are halfway through March, working with the mantra, playing in the field of possibilities. I hope you're continuing to find a few different ways to approach actions in the practice, actions in your day. From here, go into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift your hips. Find stillness first in this downward facing dog. That's a piece of that play. If we usually move, what does it feel like to just stay still for the first couple of breaths? All right, and then start to pedal out the feet. Let's go right into three-legged dog. Lift your right leg up into the air. Let the hips open, kind of peek underneath your arms. Big lift and freedom here. Nice. Pull the knee into your chest, hover forward in plank pose, and just pause for a moment right there. Back knee could be down for a little bit more support as you get started here. Holding this plank pose, and then step through into your low lunge. Lift the right hand high in revolved lunge. Great, and then set the hands to the inside of your foot, spin the back heel down, down dog lunge. Broaden the right knee more towards the right side of your mat. Bring the hands back around the front foot. We're actually stepping forward here. Step to the front of the mat. Stand all the way up. Brush your hands to the sky. Utkatasana. Bend your knees. Sit into the thighs. And then take a twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Tone and turn through the belly. Look down at the ground so you have a little better sense of your balance. And then step the left foot back into your lunge. You can squiggle through until you get your full stride. Nicely done. Untwist, set the hands back down and downward facing dog. Step the foot through. Second side, lift the left leg up into the air, three-legged dog. Let the hips open, and again, kind of peek under the arms. Lift, lift, lift. And pull the left knee into the chest, hover forward, pause for a moment there, finding the strength, low belly, and then step it all the way through. Little helping hand is fine. Find that full stride, and then add in the twist, left arm up to the sky. Down dog lunge, set the hand to the inside, spin the back heel down. Walk the hands further out towards the right corner as you broaden the front knee more towards the left corner. Bring the hands around the front foot, pick up the back heel again, step forward, stand tall, lift the arms to the sky. Again, chair pose, bend the knees, sit into the thighs. Place palms together, take the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh here. Look down so you're keeping your balance. Step your right foot back into your lunge. And then untwist, hands down, step it all the way backwards, downward facing dog. Nice little add-ons to get us going today. Let's come on back down to all fours. Right hand out to the side. You can lift it all the way up to the sky for kind of an open twist. And then close the twist. Shoulder, ear, side of the face down to the mat. Keep your butt lifted. Left hand can go out in front or up to the sky. You could even drop the hand behind the right waistline if you'd like. And then set the left hand back beside your face to help bring you back up to all fours. Take a little pause. We're going into the other side. Left hand goes out, maybe even up. Cross underneath, shoulder, ear, side of the face down to the mat. Again, right hand could go out in front of you on the mat, up to the sky, or tuck behind the left hip. Try your best to square the hips with this. My weight wants to lean into the right side, so I'm kind of pulling back towards the left. And then unwind that top hand back beside your face. Build yourself all the way back to all fours. Downward dog. Here, just so we can bend our knees and walk the hands backwards to the feet and up at the end of your sticky mat. Ragdoll pose, hang heavy over your legs. Let the head release. Give yourself a few nice deep exhale breaths. Maybe hold on to the elbows and sway a little bit from side to side. And then build your way all the way up to standing. Slow roll through. Shoulders up, back, and down a couple of times. Good, and forward and down. From mountain pose at the back end of the mat here, take the arms out in either direction and lift your right knee up as high as you can towards the chest. Loop the arms under the thigh to make this a little bit more doable and lift the leg even higher. Great, so we're going to take that left arm back out to the side for balance and move your right knee out towards the right side. You can fall like me and then try it all again. So from here, we're either hooking the arm under the leg for most support or reaching the hand to try to hold on to the foot, and then make the right leg as straight as it'll go. Notice what that standing leg is doing. Try to really firm around the quad and knee. Rebend the right leg. Take it all the way back in and down. Shake it out a bit. Let's try this on the second side. Get that broad balance first, and then pull the left knee up towards the chest. Hands can come bring the leg a little bit higher up, giving that passive range of motion and support. As you take the left knee out to the side, bring the right arm back out. Hold on to the left toes or hook the arm under the thigh and go for a straighter left leg. And then bring it all back down to the mat. Little shake. We're going to try to build that one today all the way into side plank pose. Don't worry, there's lots of fun options. Lift the arms up to the sky here. Exhale, forward fold. Walk it all the way forward to full plank. And then from your plank, whether it's from toes or knees, do 4 push-ups here. Elbows straight back, so it's our yoga push-ups. We're in the triceps. And then lie flat down onto the belly. Reach the hands back, turn the palms up. Shalabhasana, lift everything that you can high. And then lower it down. Push back to child's pose. A reverse push-up there to get there. And into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes and lift the hips. Regular side plank here. Right hand, balance on the outer edge of the right foot. Step the left foot just a little forward so that you have 2 feet to balance with, and lift your left arm up to the sky. Take the left hand back down so you're in full downward facing dog. And step the right foot forward to your low lunge. Come up to high lunge, torso vertical, arms to the sky. Good. Fists to the chest here, and we twist towards the right and then add little pulses back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You go back to center, arms to the sky. Rotate back heel down, open up, warrior 2. A couple of you have done this series in the core work that we're doing this month. Take the hands behind your head. We're going to make that right elbow kiss the right knee as you tip over, like side angle pose in the body and torso without the help of the hands. And then you come back upright and do it 2 more times. Kiss elbow really close to the knee and pull up. Kiss down. Use those top side abdominals, obliques, to pull you back up. Straighten the right leg, straighten the arms. If you're a little too wide like I am, walk in the back foot and head to triangle pose. Hinge from the hip. Take the right hand down and the left arm up. Hold on to your shin or the floor. Enjoy the full breaths right here in triangle pose. Stretch and extension through the body. Take your left hand to the waist, look down at your front foot. Rebend the right knee. You're just down into your low lunge. Pick up that back heel, rotate around. Plank pose, so shift the right foot back to the left. Full, strong, steady plank here. 4 push-ups, toes or knees. I'm taking knees to make this all work together today. And then lie flat down on the belly. Hands back, palms to the sky. Lift everything that you can up. As you lower down, press through child's pose. And into downward facing dog. Side plank on the edges of the feet. Balance on the left hand, outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right foot. Lift the right arm to the sky. Side plank. Good. Take it back to downward facing dog. And then step the left foot through to your lunge. Come up, upright in the torso, arms to the sky. Make a fist at the chest. Elbows point to either direction. And then twist. Look over your left shoulder. It can be a static hold there. Or add in these pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of the twist, arms back to the sky. Warrior 2, spin the back heel down, open up the hips, extend the arms. Good, so like we're doing side angle pose, but with hands behind the head. We're not pushing those hands forward. It's more of like leaning the head back. Try to touch the left elbow down towards the left knee, long sides of the body. Top obliques helping to squeeze and lift you back up. Good, do it 2 more times. Kiss down and lift. Kiss down and lift. Extend the arms straight, left leg straight. Triangle pose, hinge and reach as far as you can. Take left hand down, right arm up to the sky. Let this stretch and opening feel good, which to me is always staying a little bit more lifted rather than going as far down as I can. Okay, and then take your gaze and look down at the left foot. Right hand to the waist, bend the left knee, and trade it all the way into your low lunge. Step back to plank. This time, just flat down to the mat. Cobra, peel the chest up, press down through your hands, top of the feet. And take it back to child's pose. A little breather there in child's pose. Bring your torso upright so you're sitting back on the heels. And just a nice easy twist in one direction. And a twist over to the second direction. Come back to your center. Okay, we will stand back up, but first a little bit seated. Sit down, swing the feet around out in front of you. Flex the feet, toes and knees straight up to the sky. Dandasana, or staff pose. Engage through belly. Lift the chest, but knit the ribs down towards the hips. L shape of the body. Okay, right hand, reach around the right big toe. First 2 fingers and thumb, kind of loop in. And then try to come back to that upright shape in the torso, but lift your leg with you as you do so. So Dandasana, but with that right leg lifted. Left hand goes out to the side for balance, and then try to swing your right leg out to the side as well. This should mirror much of what we did in that standing balance, but now you get to sit down with it. Good. Bring it back around to the front. Lower the right leg down. Take a moment in a seated forward fold here. Get the good stretch in through the calves and hamstrings. Still think long through the spine. Maybe looking past the toes instead of down at your shins to help keep the whole spine long. And then grip around your left foot. So first 2 fingers and thumb. Loop that left leg. Inhale, nice strength through the core as you lift the left leg up. Try not to lean back here, but we're trying to get shoulders over the line of the hips. Right hand can go out, and then take the left leg out to the side. Getting that experience of the hook of the leg that we'll try from side plank in a moment. Lower the left leg, again, forward fold here. And then build the torso back up. Cross your feet so that you just flip over to all fours. Step the right foot through your hands, low lunge. Pyramid pose. Shorten your stride and stretch both legs straight. Bring the hands up to the waistline so that that's a little bit more doable. And try to square your hips straight down towards the mat, towards that short front side of the mat. From here, right hand, try to do that big toe grip again. First 2 fingers loop around the big toe. And then swing the left arm out to the side or even up to the sky. Notice what the torso and hips do, a little bit of opening and then a lot of opening to the side. Good control and balance there. Release both hands either side of that front foot. Go back to a bend in the front knee for your low lunge. And set the left knee down to the mat. Bring the arms up to the sky in Anjaneyasana, your monkey lunge, back knee down, arms up, look up. Great. We take this into the twist that we started with. Left elbow, hook it to the outside of the right knee. Get that experience of keeping the back knee down, so a couple more points of stability to help with the twist. Nicely done, friends. Unbind. Hands on either side of the front foot. Step it backwards to downward facing dog. And then step the left foot through to the low lunge. Change to a shorter stride and pyramid pose. Meaning straighten the legs, build the arms up to the waist, lift the torso to about parallel to the floor. At first, keep that back hip rotated down and forward. And then here, it's left hand holding on to the left big toe. Notice that you're not trying to collapse the torso down to the leg, but instead keeping that lift and extension, arms straight, legs straight. Fly the right arm straight out to the side, and then try opening it up all the way to the sky, kind of dragging the right hip open as you do so. Focus going to the side or even up if you're willing. Slowly release out of the pose. Go back to a bent knee, long, low lunge. And lower the right knee down to the ground. Again, you get those 2 points, both front foot and back knee solid to the ground. Lift the arms up overhead. Really nice. Add the twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Dig down. Extra attention and awareness to breath in those twists. It's easy for it to get closed off. Still find the space. And then we untwist. Hands down, step it all the way backwards, downward facing dog, and pedal out the feet. Okay, trying out that big side plank here. Balance on the left hand, outer edge of the left foot. Let's go back to the inner edge of the right foot to start, and right hand up to the sky. If you're looking down, we want this left shoulder pulled a little bit back from the line of the wrist. You can approach this whole thing with the bottom knee down. If you need a little extra kindness in the body, especially in the shoulder, take back knee down. Pull your right knee up in towards your chest and try to hold on. First 2 fingers and thumb around that right foot, right toe, and then shoot the legs straight out. That's more of that here pyramid, hip square. And if you lift the leg up towards the sky with you, open to the side. Vashisthasana. Doesn't have to be a long hold. Let it go. Go back to your downward facing dog. Come down to your knees. Do cat and cow. Again, if you want to concentrate on the shape of the top leg and getting that hook around the big toe, feel free to be bottom knee down here to give some relief to wrist, shoulders. From cat and cow, go back to down dog, and we'll try this on the other side. So you want a pretty long downward facing dog here. So as you rotate, right hand outer edge of the right foot, that right shoulder is pulled back from the line of the wrist. Inner edge of the left foot first stays on the mat. And then try dragging your left knee up into your chest. You got a lot to balance with there. First 2 fingers and thumb, wrap the big toe. You can shoot the foot straight towards that long edge of the mat first. All going good there. Try lifting it up towards the sky. Make sure your hips lift instead of dip down. Release the leg. Go back to downward facing dog. Everyone down to the knees in cat and cow. Last standing round, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up into the air. Step all the way through to your low lunge. Come on up to high lunge. Good. Give it a couple of breaths there in your high lunge. We go to warrior 2, spin the back heel down, open up the arms. Regular side angle where you get to lay elbow down to the knee, top arm palm down overhead. Big side angle reach. Look down at your right toes and travel first 2 fingers and thumb around that big toe. Now from this wider angle, wider stance in the legs, try for a straight right leg and send the left arm up to the sky. Look up. That's that full stretch. We did it from the shorter stance of triangle or pyramid pose. A little fuller length there. Release your hold, come all the way upright. Rebend the right knee. Cartwheel the hands down around the right foot. Step through plank. I think we've got a little bit more in the tank, yeah? Take it down to the knees or stay up on the toes. 4 yoga push-ups here. Hug the elbows to your side. Triceps getting a good hello this day. Sit back in child's pose. And then we've got one more side to go. Take it through downward facing dog. Lift the left leg into the sky. Step it forward. Come up to your high lunge. Warrior 2, spin the back heel down, open up. So again, we're in that longer stance here. Elbow to knee, top arm, palm down overhead. Everything I offer is always progressive, so you could stay in the pose that came before it. If you're going with the bind, it's left hand, a wrap around the left big toe. Trade right arm up to the sky instead of overhead, and then go for that full stretch. Left leg as straight as it'll go. Maybe turn your gaze. Same line, same shape as the balance. Inside plank. Come all the way back up. Warrior 2. Cartwheel the arms down around the front foot. Step through plank. These are the last 4 push-ups, or do a plank hold here. If you've got 4 more, go for it. We're all going to just fall flat down on our belly after those 4. Arms back behind you, palms to the sky. Lift. Fly, fly, fly. And then release it down. Roll over onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Nice, strong squeeze. Let the breath go. Set the sole of the left foot on the ground. You've guessed it, we're taking that grip around the big toe again. If you're done with that, just hold on behind your calf. That works too. And everyone extend the right leg straight. Take the right leg out towards the right side, kind of headed towards the line of your right shoulder. And then extend the left leg straight. And walk it all back. Go sole of the left foot. Right leg goes up to the sky. Release the hand, release the leg. Switch sides. It's sole of the right foot. Take your grip around the left big toe and stretch the leg straight. Take it out to the side. Notice here we've got our right sit bone floating up off of the ground. That should make the mobility a little bit easier to find. And then if you set the right leg straight along your mat, asking more in the lengthening of the hip flexors. Go back, sole of the right foot on the ground, left leg to the sky, drop the hand, and lower the leg. Good. Last little bit here, hug the knees into the chest, and then lift your head and shoulders up like you're doing a crunch, and hold on, that grip around both the big toes. Straighten the legs and send your head and shoulders back down to the mat. And can you kind of pull your legs overhead a bit so that your weight is more in your upper back, not so much on head or shoulders, but really on my upper back. And then I'm going to try to pull that weight back down mid-back and even to the low back by getting your butt to come closer to the floor, but keeping your belly and thighs close to one another. It's like a seated forward fold in reverse here. This is one of my favorite ways to give a little release through low back. Doesn't work for everyone, but it does for me. Hug the knees into the chest, something to play with. Take the hands out to a T shape, and then our good old supine twist. Take the knees over towards the right side. Make this twist feel good. If you want to stack, twist, or straighten the top leg, add in your bit of flair here. We're looking for a nice, easeful supine twist. Move the knees across your center. Let them fall over to the second side. And then once again, back to the middle. Any last little unwinding poses that you'd like? Happy baby. Maybe a figure 4 shape. Add it in here for yourself. Yogi's choice. From Yogi's choice, find your final relaxation position. You could be lying back in Shavasana or a seat of meditation. Then ever so slowly make your way back to a seated position if you're lying down. I want to close us with a few words of wisdom from a friend that I was in class with yesterday when I asked, "How's it going?" She said, "Well, the things that are going good are going good." And then we started to expand on that to say, hey, the energy that we can pour into these good things, like our yoga practice, we use it, expand it, so that you can pull that energy into helping and supporting those pieces that aren't as good. It's not all bright and shiny, we know that. But we can lift up the good to give it a breath of air to the support. Take that with you throughout this day. A little bow of gratitude to yourself, each other, and this practice. Thank you. Onward.